Hello, Adam.
Hey, good morning, Rob.
Hello.
Hey, I want to make a comment and a suggestion for Dawn. She mentioned peanut butter and dill pickles. Growing up, I used to eat peanut butter and sweet pickles on white bread, and it was amazing.
No, that would not be amazing because of the presence of the sweet pickle.
Yeah, you got to understand, Dawn has no place for sweet pickles.
Hate them.
So you don't like them by themselves?
Oh, I hate sweet pickles.
Or sweet pickle relish. A lot of people like that on hot dogs or hamburgers.
Well, that makes sense.
She's
Gotta
just-
be dill.
What's your deal? We got a few emails here, rad@radradio.com. We had a pretty good Dr. Rob segment, a lot of various things to talk about, health insurance costs, and then also a woman with an alcoholic mom who's literally taking care of the grandkids, and they're noticing, and it's getting dangerous. And after that, we tried to start a previous segment with a call from somebody who's been through something similar, and she was just going on and on and on and had to be whistled away. And Malcolm says, thank you for that whistle effect. I'm going to go out on a limb and bet she's still talking about her drunk, manipulative mom. Wouldn't know. Tyler had a question about that. Said, a random question, where did the whistle off come from? Did you guys make that by whistle into a microphone, or did you just buy it off YouTube?
Buy it off YouTube.
Actually, neither. The whistle effect, we actually had the whistle effect before we started using it to get rid of listeners. So it wasn't like we said, oh, we need to create something to get rid of listeners and came up with the idea. That whistle is actually engineer Bob, who's also our voice guy.
Oh, God damn it.
Right, we know. So he does all of our Rob, anybody, and Dawn things,
God
right?
damn it. I have had it with you people.
And so he'll record them to us, record them for us, and he'll send them to us. And he was bored while he was sitting in the studio one time, and he did that whistle on the fly. It was not, we didn't ask him to do it. He just did it, and when I heard it, I went, oh, okay, first we can use that like if we're waiting on someone, and then it just kind of clicked because we get such horrible callers that when we get calls like that, they go on and on and on, like we're waiting. So that's where it came from. It was done naturally by Bob in a studio. It's just his whistle. It's not a whistle. It's him whistling.
I love when people have those questions, and I also love them because it's like there was a time like you just had to come up with that stuff because there was like nowhere to buy it.
Oh, where's the old announcer? I want my Baba. Where's my blankie? Suck it, maggots.
We also got this email from Mark.
And Mark.
We're talking about Brinapalooza, which is next Saturday, the Saturday before Thanksgiving, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Smoke Junction Cafe, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. at Longhorn Meats in Auburn. And the Maggot Mall will be on site in both locations with our limited edition, that day only, Thanksgiving aprons, also stuffed maggots, solar power banks, stickers, samples of everything and stuff you can order.
Oh, amazing.
Right there online. Details, directions, and more are at radradio.com. Mark says, question about the Thanksgiving apron. Will it be available at both locations during Brinapalooza? Or if you sell out at Smoke Junction Cafe, will there then be none at Longhorn Meats? Do you have a set amount for each location? It will be available at both locations, and we have kind of a backup plan if we run out of aprons on hand, and we will make sure that it's equal and fair at both locations. There's always the backstop of Charlie from Black Dog Graphics being able to fast track an order. They're only going to be available that day, though. Only on Saturday the 23rd, and when the aprons are gone, they're gone with the cartoon turkey and the gobble gobble. The Rad Radio logo on there as well. Then we got this note from Eric.
Hi, Eric.
I'm trying to hide from this, but I knew I was failing, and we got a couple emails. Eric says, hey, Rob, I can't help but notice that your voice is sounding a bit hoarse today. Yeah, I can't hide it. It's just so raspy, and the alternative to this is you would have to hear over and over again.
Right.
Because every time I clear it, it gets better. That's why at the beginning of all of our segments, I sound like the man that I am. And then within a couple minutes, I start to sound like the boy I used to be. And there's not a lot I can do about it. I feel great. There's nothing. This is a lingering effect of whatever that ick was that we were passing around this building a few weeks ago. The ick only lasts for a few days. It's not pleasant, the headaches and the fatigue. And everything like that. But I seem to have caught this, which is probably not helped by the fact that every weekend my wife and I go to the cigar club that we belong to.
Oh, okay.
And,
probably not.
Smoke cigars and breathe in cigar smoke. It's worth it. And by the way, worth it for your pain. I don't care how bad I sound. I'm not going to go. There used to be, when you first start out in radio and you don't really matter, you're just a voice on the radio, the rule then is that if you sound like I sound, you just don't do your shift because it's more jarring.
Yeah.
When you're as important as we are, we have to be on the radio because you would rather hear me sounding like my prepubescent self than hear yesterday's show.
I don't know. I think it more sounds like you sound tough and rough.
There's nothing tough about
Well,
your
now
voice
just-
cracking.
There when you cracked, that was not good.
Stop or I'll shoot. Oh, yeah? You want to take this outside? Nothing tough about that at all.
Not that, no.
I'll tell you what, you better shape up. All right, you're up. That's going to be good for the voice. Now, Eric has more.
Oh my God.
Eric has a potential theory as to why my voice sounds like this. He says, I remember when our daughter first started going to school, it seemed like she was constantly sick. And then she would bring home her colds and flus and pass it on to her mom and me. I can't help but conclude that since you married your child bride,
Oh, no.
the instances of you becoming sick have increased. Well, and she is in law school.
That's true.
Oh, that's right.
the other
all-
kids are giving it to her.
All of those other students, all of those other kids passing it around. Eric says, have you talked with your child bride about proper hand washing techniques
It's just
Sound
creepy.
right. It
to
does.
help ensure that both she and her husband, stay healthy
Hey,
throughout these
there's
school
nothing wrong with
year?
the daddy part,
Yeah.
but quit saying child bride.
Right?
And
I'm
I'm-
thinking of a polygamous group.
I'm not a fan of cleanliness to begin with, especially when it comes to my wife. I want her to be as dirty as possible in so many ways. Hello there, Sean. Good morning.
God.
Good morning. I was just wondering why Bob is not on the end of the show after God Bless America from Trump.
Uh-huh.
Why what now?
In what part? What do you mean?
Well, so you say Trump says his stupid little thing, and then after you have to put Bob in there saying, "Oh, God damn it."
No.
Huh?
So at the very end of the show, we play all the cartoons and the Simpsons people saying goodbye, and then Bugs Bunny, and then
Oh,
Donald,
that was a production note.
Donald Trump wraps it up with "God bless your United States" when he slurred it, because that's how a lot of things end, right? That's how speeches end, a lot of things like that. Now this guy, because he doesn't understand entertainment, doesn't understand less is more. Now he wants to add in after all of that, after Trump says "God bless your United States."
Oh, God damn it.
You know, while we're doing that, why don't we just add the sound of a ding dong? Oh, I know. Here, we'll do that, and then we'll put a
there you
toilet
go.
in there.
What else? What
Right?
else can we throw at the end of there?
How about Howard Dean's old scream?
I
We'll just-
love it.
we'll
Let's
just-
do that. Yeah, add that in there.
Why not? We'll put this over the top. There it is.
Perfect.
Maybe the sound of, do we have hammering? We'll
I
put
think
this
so.
in there like we're building for the next show.
Oh, I think we could add some lasers at the end.
Why not?
Don't forget the lasers.
Because we'll have the nerds. Yes. All right. Idiot.